All right, today on this short video, I am going to demonstrate you a resource from the city of Calgary that provides you incredible insight into things such as land use redesignations going on in and around your neighborhood, building permits that are currently underway, and then even development permits. This resource is incredible. And for you as a homeowner who's looking around your neighborhood to find out if what's going on, especially for those of you in the inner city and the developing areas, there's a lot that is happening, and as citizens, you should know. So in this video, I'm going to deep dive into one specific resource that I know I love and I use and us as realtors use, but it's free for you too, so that you can then open your awareness and maybe even tell your neighbors about it too. So what I'll do here for the majority of this video is I'm going to share my screen. I'll give you the name of the website, and then I'll do a walkthrough quickly about the different layers that you can have. So let me go ahead and do that now. So as you can see, I've pulled up, this is a City of Calgary resource. This is note-taking spot number 1. Maps with an S, M-A-P-S, .calgary.ca. This site is where all the magic happens when it comes to this information. Now I'm going to go through a lot of different videos over time because this site is incredible. But in video number 1 with you, I want to go into where kind of something that's near and dear to my heart right now and of a lot of my clientele is building and planning and learning what's going on. So here we are. You can see my cursor on the screen. This is the featured map section. So when you click to that, you'll go right to this home page. But I want you to go a little further. I want you to click on building and planning. And you'll see a new set of thumbnail galleries have now popped up. These ones again are related to the topic of building and planning. And the one for this video is going to be this development map, which says /current applications. Now, if you see something, you want to dive into it, it gives you a little summary of what it is. So in this case, again, like my video was suggesting, we're going to talk into the planning, development proposals, current redesignations going on, development permit applications. All of this is shown on this incredible map. So let me click this here now. As you'll see, there's a bit of a white screen. It's going to turn to another screen here shortly where it's thinking and thinking and thinking. So here we are. I mean, the reason for this, no matter how fast your website, your own home-based internet is because this is incredibly detailed. Thank you, Calgary, for this information. Now, if we look at this, even as a seasoned professional within the real estate experience, I like to keep this legend up so I can quickly reference what the heck I'm looking at. So as you can see, a lot of stuff is already populated. This legend allows you to filter and toggle off different layers about what you're looking at. So if you're looking for land use redesignations, you can toggle them on like I have it here. If you're looking for development permit applications, you can toggle that. If you're just wanting to see the borders of the various communities, you can do that. So you'll see as I click this, there'll be a new set of things populate onto the graph. Now, if you also want to know about your ward, you can click that. And then this one is an incredibly busy one, especially when you see this populate all the different densities. But it's fantastic to scroll as you go zooming in to see what is happening in and around your neighborhood. For now, I'm going to turn this one off because it's a bit busy as I'm showing it to you. But let me go into an area that's pretty near and dear to my heart, Shaganappy. I lived that years ago. Why don't I pull up that exact address so you can see it? Now you know where Darren lived once upon a time. So I'm going to click this 1429/27th. It's zooming right in to the location. Now on here, you'll see right off the bat, there's nothing fancy going on. There's no current applications on this. I guess the current homeowner is happy with what they have. But let me click on the land use designations now, and you'll see the map populates and changes. Now again, the legend is here to point to low density, versus multi-residential versus commercial and everything beyond. So as I scroll out, this would continue to populate, and you could maybe you're not even aware. Maybe I live on the street now and I didn't know that this big block of property over here has undergone a change. Wow. Multi-residential. I didn't even know that existed. And that wouldn't be out of the normal for many homeowners who are a little bit unaware about all the things happening because you're living your lives and enjoying them. But this, you could see, wow, what's this blue thing again? I'm going to take off the land designations because it's easier to see. But look, you can see the blue. Development permits. Oh, development permits. Oh, development permits. Lots of different development permits in and around for which you could click onto. Maybe you wanted to look a little further down the street and you say, oh, wow, what's going on here? There's a green one. What does green mean? Flip over to the legend and you'll see that this is a land use redesignation. In this case, this one's actually pretty unique for me. I used to own 2 of these properties, but even if I didn't, you probably know people down the street from you. And as you're discussing with neighbors, as you own or live on these streets, it's nice to be very aware about what's going on. So there's some high level details, yes, but there's also some more details. So if I click this, you'll see that what's involved, who's involved, and what status. There's also a section here about, for all of us to figure out, well, what is going on? Well, currently, it's a current designation of MC2. And I sold it when it was an MC2 years ago. A 3 to 5 story apartment could have gone on this property. But this developer, it looks like, is not interested in that, and he wants to go for something higher. And she's proposed an MH1, which is a 4 to 8 story apartment. So because you now have access to this website, which you always have, but now you have awareness to it, and you could snoop around your neighborhood to find out what's going on. And honestly, you should, because if this is your home or if this is an investment, you'd like to know the opportunities or potentially the negative side effects to things that could come up. Status, that's also okay. Where is it at in the process? Many of us don't know about all the processes, the procedures that involve with the land use change and a future development. So you can be brought into speed. Now it does speak to this application currently, has been submitted, it's under review, it has yet to get to this planning commission, public hearing and decision. I'm going to make another video about this because I just went through one of these on a block of properties we own. And I learned a lot of information, and I think for many of you, it'd be good to know whether you're just a citizen and you're seeing things happen close to you, you would like to know of the process, where you can make your stand, or where you can put your support. So here we are. That's what it looks like. Right now, this will get filled in as the time goes. But like you can see here, this visibility is an incredible piece of resourcing that the city has spent a fortune on to provide and develop for us. There's layers upon layers upon layers. Now, this is also very important for people that might be considering a change. And I might be looking to move to a new community, a new area, and maybe you you didn't live there yet, so you didn't see all of the notices that have been sent in the email boxes, that have been gotten to you in the letter, or seen any of those big 4x8 signs that go on properties when a redesignation is about to happen. So if you're moving into an area, maybe your realtor doesn't even know about these resources, but now you have access to it so that you can dig into it, learn about it, and then of course together you could potentially explore all of the goods and bads of the things happening around you. Now again, if you have friends that aren't aware of something like this, I'm probably sure that they don't know about it, but now this would be something you could share with them the next time you virtually or finally get together so that you can learn about the things in their neighborhood. So this is a first of many. This website is incredibly robust, and there's a lot of little things that will help you to make just better decisions when you're buying and selling, or more awareness about what is actually going on. There's a ton of transparency here, and not everybody knows that that is the case. So again, thank you for listening on this journey. I hope this was helpful. And then of course, one thing that I wanted to leave you with was this. In this new virtual world, it takes us 15 minutes for you and I to go through something like this together. And I'd be happy to get on a screen share with you, open up any addresses of concern. And then what we can do is you'll learn, because I know the lingo, I know the jargon, I've been through this stuff before, and much of it feels a bit overwhelming when you're somebody that's not involved with it day to day. So feel free to reach out after this video, but snoop around, have fun with it. If you do, make a comment on this video. I'd love to hear how it's going. But again, thanks so much for listening in. Have fun, play, and we'll talk to you on the next one.